Last week we touched on why we allow ourselves to be average and started to talk about what it takes to go from average to rock star. Now the show was widely watched and shared in the industry, and for that, we thank you. It's a hot topic in any industry, but even more so for real estate and lending, and I believe I know why. One word, 4 letters, time. Now before we get started on time, I want to take a second to recognize some of the comments from last week because we had some really good ones and from some very successful people. I first loved what Sean had to say. He basically asked a question to himself and anyone that was reading his comment. You know, Tiger, Jordan, and Kobe all have brands and their brands all stand for something. In lending and in real estate, what does your brand say about you? Are you successful? Does your brand constantly show up late or early to work? Is your brand, not the company you work for, your brand, is your brand known for hard work and determination? Or here's a better question. Does anyone even know your brand exists? Ouch! Tough question, and we could end the show there and ask you all to sit down and be honest with yourself and write down what your brand is all about. Better yet, I just wonder what your colleagues would write down when asked about your brand. Think about that for a second and we'll move on. As Julie's comment stated, you can't be relentless if you can't take discomfort, and I completely agree. Addressing your weaknesses, it's not fun and it's full of discomfort. Get used to it though if you want to succeed. Barry's comment is great as well. Winners never relax. Have a goal, hit it, raise it, and do it again. Barry talked about how if he was short on his goal, he would step up his game and knock doors and hand out his cards to toll booth guys. The point is, live and breathe your brand and your goals. Now, one thing I picked up from being around and listening to Barry over the years, and even my friend Dave Savage, CEO of Mortgage Coach, these guys never stop selling. I mean, never. They can't help it. They love it. It's in them. It just comes right out of them. They can't help but sell. They believe and are so in tune with their brand that they can't shut it off. Is that you as well? Or maybe you're the reverse and you come to work where your brand is supposed to shine and instead you struggle to turn it on. If so, that's okay. You're not alone. It all goes back to what I said earlier. Time. It's all about how you spend your time. Now, as I said last week, it all starts with you. None of what I say or Barry or your coach says really matters unless you are ready to turn up your thermostat. But if you are, it starts with time. In our industry, time can be your enemy, and if you're an average loan officer or realtor, then more than likely, time's already your enemy. This industry gives you nothing but time, and we don't know how to handle it, especially without a clear vision, plan, or work schedule. Time without vision is like the Titanic without a rudder, just wandering about the day to and fro. One of the hardest jobs I ever had, believe it or not, was McDonald's. You came to work, and when you were there, you were working hard. I mean, you were hustling, and every 2 hours or so, you get like a 15-minute break, but then you were right back to work slinging burgers and fries. There's no water cooler talk, there's no chilling at your desk, surfing Facebook, and there's certainly no long lunches or happy hours working with your referral partner. You worked, and you worked hard, period. I may have not had a vision or plan back then, but my boss did, and he made sure that we hit our goal every single night. One of the toughest things to overcome in real estate and lending is you come to work, and all you have is time. Let me tell you what I tell my friends and coworkers. If you show up to work, and your schedule's empty, you've already failed. You will more likely spend the day filling your time with busy work. No purpose, no passion, just fill in the hours. Don't get caught up in that mess. If you're looking at your schedule over the next couple days and it's empty, fill it. Schedule referral partner meetings, prospect, make calls, heck, knock doors, but have a purpose. The average in this business fail miserably managing their time. Time is their enemy. Don't let it be yours. I was masterminding with some high-level folks a few weeks back in Oregon, and we're going around the table sharing thoughts and ideas. One question that was raised is, what's a distraction for you at work? You want to know what my honest answer was? Lunch. Lunch is a distraction. I have so much on my plate right now. I have so much to do, so many people to talk to, so many goals to hit, that I forget to eat lunch, and then it actually becomes a distraction. Oh man, you mean I have to leave the office to actually eat? Ah, come on.
Lunch? Oh, you gotta be kidding. Lunch is for wimps. Okay, Billy, I'll talk at you.
I wasn't trying to make a joke either with them. I was just being honest. It seems funny to say to you all, and it seems like it wouldn't need to be said, but if you're coming to work, then work, and work with a purpose. Don't let time be your enemy. Be so focused that you forget to eat. Be so focused that 5 o'clock feels like noon. My biggest problem is I just can't invent more hours in the day. And if you don't know how to work with a purpose, then learn. Change your landscape, change your circle. If you're the guy or the gal wandering around at work daydreaming of selling 300 homes a year, stop daydreaming. Change your landscape, change your circle at work, and walk up to that guy that did sell 300 homes a year and say, hey, can I pick your brain for a minute? I'll give you a little hint. If your thermostat is too low and you don't know how to turn it up, hang out with the folks that have it set at a high temperature already. It won't take long for you to catch on to what it takes to close 100 million in loans or sell 300 homes. You'll see what it takes physically, mentally, and professionally to succeed at a high level. Changing your landscape and those you rub elbows with on a daily basis can reset and raise your thermostat. Suddenly, you're not so content closing 3 loans a month or selling 1 house every other month. Put your pride aside and learn from those that already succeed at a high level in this game. So, what will you take from this? I hope something. Let's at least ask ourselves a few questions after the show. 1, what is my brand all about? Am I happy with what my brand says about me? If so, great. If not, what do I need to change to be proud of my brand? Is time my enemy? Do I need to change my landscape or business circle at work? Lastly, am I okay with being average? And really, most importantly, what are you going to do about it?
Monday through Friday, man.